keep your head up. What's the problem? I'll tell you the problem. Go get it. Peace, love, understand, dent the world with kindness.
Hi! Oh my God, he's such a cutie pie. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh, he's so adorable. Okay, so thank you for meeting with me. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. Fine, thank you.
That's good. So I guess we're just going to jump into it because I know you have your hands full. So tell everybody who you are.
Okay, my name is Michael Oluchi Mary, and I'm an entrepreneur, a survivor of a real malformation and amputee, a mother, a social media influencer.
Hey.
And what else? I think I'm basically everything.
What's your son's name?
Leon.
Leon. Yes. Okay, great. So now that the world knows you, how did you become instant famous?
Okay. I think, with the whole of my physical look, people like me are supposed to be hidden. How we look, and we wouldn't want to mix with other people or do what every other person is doing. So I think maybe because I'm actually beating that odd and trying we disabled people like to put us out there to show the world that we can actually do a lot.
Exactly. So is that the sole reason why you decided to I guess entertain the world with your life?
Well, at first it was not intentional because I was actually looking for a means. I was actually looking for a means to make myself happy at first. It was not about every other person because I actually came out when things were really tough and serious for me. I think I was through my surgery stage. So, but I just wanted to let it all. You know, when you want to let it all out. And have free and spirit, and and at the same time I didn't know it was actually inspiring other people.
Yeah.
I thought it was a movement, so I kept on with it.
Oh, that's amazing. Great. So now that we've sort of kind of gotten a feel for who you are, could you tell the world exactly what happened to you?
Okay, it all started 2013.
Okay.
I had like a very tiny wound that looks like Udo on my index finger, but with time it became very serious. So, and I was taken to the hospital after so many scans and tests. We were made to understand that I had a rare malformation called arteries and veins malformation, which is rare, and I was actually born with it, but those kind of malformation would not pop out until when one is about that teen age. So mine started when I got to the teen age, like 18.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, so from there, since I'm in Nigeria, at first we didn't know it was that serious. We didn't know, I didn't something as serious or and crazy as that. We're doing self-medication until when the whole thing got really bad. Then we started the whole surgery process, and from one surgery stage to another, until they were all saying they could correct the malformation. But at the time I sat myself down and said there was no point me being the lab rat. This is not something.
Exactly.
So I just decided to go for a total amputation.
Oh, wow. what was it that manifested itself that you decided, okay, it looks like this is getting more serious and we needed to do surgery? So what were the symptoms?
Okay, the symptoms were my index finger. I don't know if you can see me. My
I
index
can.
was like, it has like a tiny sore. So
Okay.
what I was dealing with there was blood would just pop out.
Oh, wow.
Vein around this area was cut open. So I just start having blood everywhere.
Bleeding. Wow.
I don't bring my hands down because if I bring it down,
Blood
it starts
rush. Yes, gravity. Yeah.
so much pain, serious. In fact, I cannot describe the pain. I became drug addicted because I have to stay with drugs to
Yeah.
so I started taking overdose so that, before the pain comes back, I would have to take another one. I started recommending drugs. I just keep recommending drugs for myself so as to reduce the pain. And there's always swelling. It's always swelling and it's always hot.
Oh,
Those were
wow. So with that being said, so you had several surgeries. Were they all in Nigeria?
I had 4 in Nigeria at first, which were corrective surgeries to correct the malformation. Then I went to India for 3 staged corrective surgery.
Wow.
Yes. Then I came back home. The whole thing got really bad after India because the whole plan was, okay, when you get to India, India will solve your problem. You'll be fine. You'll come back. So, but at that time, they already amputated like 2 of my fingers. So I had just like,
oh, wow, 3.
Yeah, so I came back home with this high hope that, I'm going to be fine now. But then the bleeding started again with full force.
Oh, wow.
Worse than I left with. So that was when I made a decision to go for a total amputation.
Oh,
last
wow.
year.
So the total amputation was last year?
Last year.
Oh, wow. So it's very recent. Okay. And how old is Leon?
Leon he's 8 months now.
8 months. So you were going through all this. You were pregnant as well?
No, I immediately I had my amputation. I got pregnant.
Okay, gotcha. Look at me. I can't add up pregnancy and all that. Forgive me. So, but okay, so you were, I guess, newlywed then?
Yes.
So you were going through those whole, transformation and just life altering issue. So what mind state were you in when you were going through all that? And to piggyback off that question as well, now that your surgery and everything's done, life, how are you resuming? What's your sense of normalcy now, especially with a kid involved in the whole mix?
Okay. Before my surgery, because the whole thing started 2013, so I was more like getting used to the whole surgery thing. It was more like looking for a source for me to live. So I was just getting used to it, because when you go to the hospital, they'll say, okay, we have to do another surgery, then it fails. I just encourage myself, okay, we have to do another one. So during those stage, it wasn't easy. It was crazy. It was really crazy, because your mind will just be racing so fast. You're everywhere. You're thinking, what if something goes wrong? What if this happens? So basically, those times were very traumatic for me and my family. I happened to be the only girl in my house, like the only girl child. So it was really tough on my family and myself, but we kept on fighting, because the major source and goal was for me to be alive. And to your second question, well, I keep saying this, I cannot replace my missing parts. I can only adjust to the new feature of me. So it has not been easy. I'm just, I'm trying my best to, because I wasn't born this way. Had it been I was born this way, I would have been adapting to the whole system. But now I had to relearn basically everything I've learned. I had to start writing with my left hand. I had to start a lot of things, like, and sometimes I might want to do things with two of my hands and I forget.
Yeah.
So, but I'm trying to adjust. Or rather, I've adjusted because it's more like me. I've accepted it and I've embraced it. So I've accepted the whole thing around it. I'm just finding. I would always find a way out of it. If it's difficult, I might, and I'll just find a way out of it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very, very awesome. So with that being said, it goes to my next question then. So who are your cheerleaders? Because I'm sure it wasn't easy for your family now to get used to. I'm sure when you were, everybody was used to, okay, you're going to have surgery, there's going to be a new reality, but how is that adjustment being for the rest of the family? So who are your cheerleaders? Who are your supporters at home right now? Especially with Leon now. So who has Leon? Your husband, mother, who? Who are your cheerleaders and supporters?
Oh, okay. Presently now, I'm in my parents' place. I came to see my parents because they were away from the house and from Lagos due to Corona. So they just came. My husband happens with the whole me trying to take care of my child and with my present physical look. My husband has been my greatest support. My parents have my back. Like, they are always there, ready to support me, ready to do everything. I have my major support are my parents and my husband. Like, I have their full support. They are always there for me.
Okay. So where do you see yourself now? Because this is a new reality. I'm sure you're still adjusting and whatnot. Where do you see yourself in the future? What are your goals? What would you like to do? So this is where I want for you to speak that amazing thing into existence. What do you see for yourself? Say 2, 3, 5 years from now. What's next for you?
Okay. There's this boundary between normal people. They assume those complete people are normal people and we are not normal people because discriminate or probably divide or section us to this particular category. I see myself as bridging that gap because uniting people. For example, I know a lot of people that are amputees that would never wear shirt sleeves. Just because they don't want people to stare at them or people to ask them questions. But one thing about me, I keep saying this. For example, if you see me with short sleeve today and you see that I'm an amputee, you see me tomorrow, before you know, you get used to seeing me. So a normal thing. So, and again, a lot of amputees or people with disabilities, they always feel this particular thing is not for them, or no, they shouldn't be doing this, or no, they should be doing this. So I see myself as bridging, crushing that gap. We are all one. We can, amputees or disabled people can actually do what supposedly normal people can do. So myself as that spokesperson for disabled person.
So would that be one of the roles that you'd like to see yourself? Because I know you just mentioned a spokesperson. So would that be like a role that you'd like to take on?
Yes.
Okay. How else do you think you'd be able to facilitate? So now that you've been in this state, or you want to be an ambassador for and the voice for people who are just experiencing whatever you're experiencing, what are some of the things that you wish and you hope would be in place right now so that way your voice can be heard and amplified?
Okay, I wish my government in my country, Nigeria, would take we disabled people, not just amputees, because, for example, what about the other sections of disabled people? Just disability in general should be taken more serious. The only thing I've benefited from the government so far has been there's a right court bureaucracy here in Lagos. So I didn't know we didn't have to pay until when I became an amputee, and they're like, okay, you don't have to pay. So I was like, wow, I think this is really nice. So I think
I'm sorry, state that again, because I didn't get it. There's a what?
There's a BRT, like a bus.
Okay, gotcha. The BRT bus. Okay.
here in Lagos, so
Okay.
you don't get pay if you're
Oh,
disabled.
okay. Gotcha.
I didn't know that until recently. So, and I said, and I'm like, that's really nice. But I wish the government could also do more, at least provide prosthesis for people that I can actually need it. Because for me, I don't need prosthesis, but there are some people that really want it. But make it a bit accessible, or rather free. When you know you have this, when they know they have this particular thing, then they make the prosthesis available immediately after surgery. If they've talked about it and they feel the patient needs it, the government should be able to give it to them free, not them going around start sourcing for funds to get a prosthesis. And also, there are so many other things that the government should make accessible to we disabled people. That's the only problem I have for now in terms of the government trying, because they are not regarding us, and there are so many other things that we can do, but they don't involve us into it. They just feel like, okay, you people can't do this. Even in jobs, they feel, oh, you're disabled, you shouldn't be working here. The government should also make something like maybe every office or every workplace should have at least one disabled person. That's more like a way of giving back. Letting them know that, okay, we like you people, we care for you people, we have you at heart. So it should be like a mandatory stuff. Every office, every workplace, be it local, be it government, be it public or private, should have at least one disabled person. If they come out and say, okay, I want you to employ me, they should be given jobs.
That's amazing. That's an amazing initiative. And hopefully, because I would hope, I'm still a baby at this. I would hope that that's really what I want to use. One of the things that I'd be able to use my platform for. And that's exactly why I really wanted to interview you, because even I went through something January this year, and I'm still struggling with grasping. I don't have some full functions with some things. So I'm still grasping, and I'm like, anytime I see your video, I'm like, oh my God, she's amazing. The confidence that oozes out of you. So I really, really hope and pray that whoever listens to this, we will have somebody reach out and just be able to assist with some of those dreams and bring it to fruition. Now, so with that being said, what do you have? What message or messages do you have for your followers, your supporters, your cheerleaders, anybody that could be listening and wants to get to know you?
Okay, I'll say they should be positive. I always keep saying this. I'm this person that's always positive, because with the little I've faced in life, because I know there are lots of people that have seen worse, but with the little that I've faced, and I keep saying it should just be positive. Positivity will take you far, and it will also uplift your spirit to give you hope. So I would always say I've always been on this issue of positivity. No matter how bad it is, no matter how crazy it is, I know it's tough. I don't know, I might not know what you're going through, but I just want you to be positive, stay focused, and leave everything to God. One day you will smile too.
Amen to that. Okay, great, Marianne. Nice talking to you. Do you want to tell everybody how they can follow you?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at Marianne7049.
Do you have any other social platforms?
Yes, both Twitter, Marianne7049, TikTok, Marianne7049.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Marianne, for joining me on this conversation. I hope, again, my hope and my prayer is that whoever listens to this, whoever sees this, is able to either share, and that way we can amplify, because those are big concerns. But I know that, in Nigeria, it's a lot more complicated. We're still struggling with, taking care of people who are not even disabled. So I know that, so even having some other disability, like you said, people have it worse than, some others. I certainly hope that people would be able to reach out, and so that way you can start that ambassadorship that you so desire to do. And with that being said, I just want to thank you again. And I hope and I wish for you nothing more than the best of the bestest in this world. and that you keep on shining and motivating and inspiring people, because I know you're an inspiration for me. I'm still struggling with, I can't use my wrist fully, and I'm like, I see her and I'm like, oh my God, get it together, Lara. So I want to thank you. You know, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way too. So thank you for your positive vibes. Thank you for your inspiration. And I hope and pray that you always find that energy to put yourself in that light. So hopefully our paths will cross again, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. And thank you guys for tuning in to Convos with Alero. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dance the world with kindness. You better subscribe. I kid. Please subscribe. Thank you for your support.